Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Well, here we go. It is Friday and the weekend. Welcome. It is KVJ After the Show podcast. Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love you, Kevin.
Love you, Jay-Bird.
We love your hair.
Boy, yeah. It's getting emails, too.
The hair has its own email inbox.
Yeah.
You're not getting emails, but your hair is.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Kevin's hair at kvjshow.com.
That's a good idea, Virginia, about Kevin's hair getting his own Twitter page, maybe.
It's already got one. It hasn't been activated in a while because management made me stop. They felt it was too aggressively vicious and mean.
Oh, that's right. Do you remember when she
Yeah.
had
Kevin's
that?
hair had a Twitter, but it was real mean.
That's right. You are such a dick on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I
Yeah.
got pulled aside by management, and they're like, hey, we know you manage the Kevin's hair Twitter, and maybe you can tone it down a little bit. It's kind of just cruel. I was like, all right.
Meanwhile, Kevin's the one that went to management. He's like, hey, can you get Virginia to stop doing this? It's so mean.
I was just having some fun.
Yeah, no fun for you on hair. I don't know. Maybe they'll feel different if it's positive, but that's not nearly as fun.
It's a different game now.
Yeah. Now it's just like, oh, it's awesome. It's not going to be as fun. I'm not interested in writing it.
I hear you.
It was fun when it was fun when it was heckling you.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I think there was a client that had come and complained.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yes.
Okay, that's how they got involved.
Yeah, they don't give a shit about my feelings. No, it was because of money. There was money that was being threatened to be. Yes.
I couldn't remember why I got pulled aside.
You were going ham on that thing, and the client was like, what are you doing?
Yeah. The client that was connected and had, issues with the hair thing said, we don't like the comments that are being made.
I got to go back and read some of that.
It was so aggressive.
Yeah, it was good stuff. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It was all done in fun. I mean,
it was funny. Yeah, it was good stuff.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what went down. Jason's email says, what kind of asshole debuts his new hair on a day that should be 100% dedicated to Derby?
I mean, well played.
Yeah.
Well played.
That's so funny.
Oh, yeah, that not accidental at all.
Take the wind out of his sails.
Oh, I know, totally.
You ain't having no birthday in here.
I'm not gonna let him have his moment.
Sit down, bitch.
Yeah.
He's an asshole, they
It's
call him.
Kevin's day.
Aunt Ann is right. Everything has to be about you. Way to McMurder the bird's birthday. Happy birthday, Cherby.
That's a great email.
Love it.
Yep. There you go. Let me see. Got an email from James. Said, good morning. It's James from Stewart. I'm feeling pretty offended today. Why is it that always it's with the drunk girl trivia? This is very degrading to women, and it sets them back decades. Why can't it ever be drunk dude trivia? We can get just as drunk and be just as dumb. Please rectify this. Hashtag drunk and dumb too. Yeah, you know what? Guys, we had tried that, and that's kind of what we thought it was going to be. Guys a lot of times just come off as like unlikable assholes. Like it's not like girls sometimes have a way of like,
Girls
it's
get
fun.
giddy and playful.
Right.
Guys kind of get a little bit dicky.
And they get aggressive, and it's like, well, yeah, I told you I was fucking right. And you're like, it's like not funny. It's like, all right, you're an asshole.
Did you fucking just bump me, bro?
Yeah,
Wow,
right.
shit.
Yeah, they start broing you, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, I'm not recording drunk dude trivia.
No.
I'll do gay guys. They'll be probably a
that
little
would
bit
be
more
good.
fun.
Yeah, that'd be good.
They won't be as just bro.
Well, if you did like the drunk guy thing, you'd have to have a girl would have to host it, and then what would be funny is if she's hot too, and they sound like idiots trying to hit on her and stuff.
Where are we
like
gonna
that.
find that?
Yeah, so
we gotta get a hot girl for the show. I'm just kidding.
We haven't had one of those in years.
Stop. You're beautiful. You're awesome. We love you.
Oh,
we'd
yeah.
have to get Virginia out at
So
a time when guys
beautiful.
are drunk, and then Virginia couldn't be drunk herself, or at least too drunk. Yeah.
Oh, she'd end up fighting the guy.
What do you mean? Yeah.
Men suck, you fuckface. Oh,
Actually, that might be a really good idea.
You're
Virginia
right.
hosting drunk guy trivia. Yeah.
It'll be one of those things that ends in a bar brawl.
Yeah. Right. Great suggestion. This is from Karen M. She said, listen to your ATS podcast. I want to comment on ticks. We've lived in Pembroke Pines for 24 years, and we never had an issue with ticks until a new neighbor came in next door with 4 dogs.
Uh-oh.
Very soon after, we discovered ticks on my dog. Then we started noticing ticks crawling on the walls.
Oh, my goodness.
We had an infestation of ticks that took a year to get rid of and thousands of dollars.
These people.
That's crazy. One tick did burrow into my son's leg, and I was very freaked out about Lyme disease. But I was told by the doctor and the pest control person the ticks that carry Lyme disease are the deer ticks, and we do not have those here in South Florida. Just wanted to let y'all know.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend that got the Lyme disease got it in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Oh.
He got it in the woods in Pennsylvania where he lived because he liked to go walking in his flip-flops through the wooded
Oh, geez.
area.
Yeah.
He made some bad moves.
Yeah, ticks are a legit deal up in that area. So they're all over the place. And yeah, you don't want to wear flip-flops into the woods.
No.
Got this from Eric. Said, I have a very quick question. I was going through some old videos and I noticed that we have not heard from Anthony and good friend / enemy Barbara. Does anyone know what happened to her, or is it just something we don't discuss?
Barbara is banned from the show.
Persona non grata.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
No longer allowed to be on the show.
Well, Ann put her foot down and said, she's done. And when Ann says you're done, you're done.
Yeah, it would hurt Ann if we put Barbara back on. And Barbara just wants attention.
She wanted it too much. She was too thirsty. That bitch was dehydrated.
Yeah, I'm not broken up because I think it really kind of ran its course.
Yeah. What else is she
Yeah.
going to say? We get it. You're evil. You hate us. Okay.
Yeah.
Next.
That bitch is thirsty.
She was.
She was.
Yeah.
She was the OG thirsty.
Thirsty means that you are...
You crave attention and the spotlight,
Yeah.
and you just want to put yourself out there and be noticed because you have so much going on when you really don't.
You're all about drama.
You're all about creating drama because you have nothing else to offer.
Got this thing, Jaybird. Know you're into the beard oil. This might be for you. It's called Bigfoot beard oil.
Ooh.
If you've got Sasquatch-like hair, that is for you.
I am
$12 a bottle.
Intrigued.
I missed the boat for your birthday.
Yep. Biker Steve sent this in, said, I came across this beard oil, and I thought that the Go Fuck Yourself man might like this.
I do, Steve.
Beard on.
Thank you for the kind words.
If it's a good enough oil, he might jerk off with it.
I mean, she ain't lying. If it's
Multi-purpose.
yeah, if it's not gonna harm, it feels.
If you can put
great.
it on your beard, you can put it on your D.
Again, though, if you have not heard me say this, do not masturbate with Head and Shoulders. Do not. It's medicated. It will
Yeah.
burn your dong.
It's a horrifying feeling when you get like soap in the top end of your pee hole.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very...
Could you imagine? Oh, never mind. That's too weird.
Anytime you get soap in your pink parts, it's a bad thing.
Well, so when you wash your parts, do you take soap and put it in?
No. So I don't like take a bar of soap and shove it up
No,
where.
no, but I'm
Don't
saying
use a soap dildo?
No.
you'll take no. But what I'm saying, you'll put
It's like soap on a rope, but it's a giant dick-shaped soap.
no. That's not what I meant.
Strap it right on.
I meant put the soap on the rag, and then you put the rag in your.
No, I go exterior only. We don't do a lot of interior work.
Really? So how do you keep it clean in there?
I think it kind of cleans itself, right?
Yeah, if you're doing it
It's
right,
like an oven.
It's self-cleaning. I take probiotics, and really, that should take care of it. You don't have to get inside. It's not like a rooter job.
By the way, the whole oven cleaning itself. Talk about mind blown. Holy shit! I never knew that was a real thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until someone pointed out how gross my oven was. Like, you can clean it yourself by hitting a button. I never knew that.
Yeah. It's amazing.
It's that button that says self-cleaning.
Learn about ovens. I'm learning about pussy.
And how much they're alike.
They both get dirty. They both clean themselves.
Which one can you turn on faster?
The oven.
Okay.
Definitely the oven.
Little programming note, Jaybird. YouTube has ordered a second season of Cobra Kai.
I knew that was happening. It's that good. If you get a chance, Kevin, 10 episodes, 30 minutes. If you like that franchise and you like the 80s, you're going to love it.
I'm going to put that on my queue list. And if you like Adult Swim, they've ordered 70 more episodes of that animated cult hit Rick and Morty. You know, people like that.
Okay.
I got a couple updates, too. Some stuff in the news that's close to what we've been talking about. Remember, we were talking yesterday about squirrely teachers? And we had the one dude that was, where was he? What was that school? Is that? It was a middle school, right? In Palm Beach somewhere? And he was the guy that was had the foot fetish and was putting his student socks in the refrigerator.
That's weird as shit.
That is a big time. I mean, he just reeks of fetish.
Yeah, there was something where he was like, I think, encouraging a student to masturbate while he's rubbing their feet or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, I think that was the stuff I didn't talk about in the regular show where it was going.
Why didn't you bring that up at the 7 o'clock hour?
Yeah, you're in 7th grade. Let me see you rub it.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that story's in the Palm Beach Post if you want to get all the exact details on that.
That guy needs to be locked up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is from Jay Bird's alma mater, Palm Beach Gardens High School.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, a teacher there has been removed from his classroom after being caught on video berating a Haitian student and referring to their home country as some third world island country.
Oh, wow.
What are these like? These teachers? How do they get nuts like this?
That's not the first time Gardens has had a scandal. One of a former teacher that worked there that ended up going and being a principal at a middle school got arrested for messing with like a 13-year or I forget what it was, but it was bad, and he got arrested for Gardens. What the fuck are they doing over there?
Yeah, I know, crazy stuff. I think a lot of schools have that. It's just weird. I don't know, these teachers.
Well, sometimes these teachers, they snap just like regular people. You can push them and they can't handle the pressure. Maybe these kids got to him and he just snapped.
I wonder if that is it, or is it a profession somehow, attract weirdos, or just that many people on this planet are weirdos. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you can't say that, it's because of teaching why people did those things. I think, like for example, the guy that got arrested for messing around with a young kid, that's who he is.
Yeah, he's just a creeper.
Yeah, he's just a creeper.
Yeah, I mean, if you like young children, there's a lot of them in school.
But I do think
right.
I think there's something to say about the pressure, though. You're getting low pay and you're getting high pressure.
Yes.
So you get disgruntled.
You do, and then you add to that the teenage attitude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I never ever would endorse a teacher snapping like that because I listened to the video and he kind of went off.
Oh no, he's so wrong.
You see, okay, it's a pressure cooker, and if you've got a guy in there that can't handle the pressure, yeah, he's gonna snap.
Yeah, right.
It's no excuse, though.
No, it's not, and he's in the wrong, and I think they're removing him, but oddly, some of the students are defending him and saying his words are being taken out of context.
That's possible. I mean, who knows what,
Maybe the racist kids are saying that.
I don't know. That'd be interesting just to get to know the depth of the story and how much.
Let's ask the kid from Haiti if he feels like the words were taken out of context.
Yeah, well, it'd be interesting to know what went on. I mean, there's a lot of options and a lot of things that could have happened. I mean, unfortunately, you can never get to that point and say that. I mean, but there could be a scenario, let's say maybe it was a kid that was just being awful to him, and he finally is like, I can't take this kid anymore, and then you go off on him and you say those awful things.
And somebody's recording it.
Yeah, and there's no excuse for that, and who knows, maybe he said them in a different kind of way,
You just got to keep it together. You're the educator.
Right.
You're the adult in the room. You can't let these kids break you. And it sounds like he let that kid break him.
Probably. If it gets that bad and you just are losing your mind, you just got to tell your kids, be like, I got to poop, I'm stepping out. And then,
I got to go do a smoke break, and you don't smoke a ciggy.
Yeah, got to step into the hall. Something that we talked about on yesterday's After the Show podcast, they covered last night on the news, the unruly bicycle gangs in downtown West Palm.
Panda covered that story for Channel 25. Him and Terry Parker, they were down there doing all the investigative reporting.
Oh, yeah. Jumped all over it, huh?
They're trying to figure out who these kids are. Mm-hmm. I don't know the update. As of now, they've probably figured out who a few of them are because the videos have gone everywhere.
Do you think these kids are scared that they're closing in on them, or are they excited that people are reporting on it?
I think some of them are scared because their parents are going to probably beat the crap out of them. But I think some of them they probably have parents that don't care.
That's just
and they probably don't care.
Yeah, that's the.
If the parents aren't going to be involved and actually do their job, I mean, it's going to be really hard. although they did say there's charges pending. Like, the police want to talk to these kids, not just, the parents need to talk to them.
Maria is one of the comments that was posted up on our Facebook page. We posted this up yesterday, the video and the comments from the original post. And she said, I'm a former juvenile probation officer. Believe me, the juvenile system is a joke, and they know that. All they'll do is they'll give them some community service that they'll never complete. They get away with it, and that's why I left the Department of Juvenile Justice, because it's a joke. That system is broken.
Wow. Yeah, those kids just, seriously, all of them, even the older ones, they need a good old-fashioned spanking. They were bad.
Yeah, I mean, there were a couple different takes. There was one, and in the news report that I saw, they were interviewing the guy, and one comment that was made, it had started because he had his 11-year-old daughter with him, and here comes a kid on a bike down the sidewalk towards her. And so he puts his daughter behind her, and he kind of puts his arms out in front of him, bent around his sternum, and kind of pushes and chucks the kid as he comes by his way, like the kid was riding that close, and chucks the kid into the bush, pushes him in his chest into the bush. And that's when the kids started kind of swarming him. And somebody's like, oh, well, I mean, don't chuck a kid into a bush. Get out of his way. Yeah, you shouldn't be riding your bike on the sidewalk, but part of the escalation was you, where you got the video and they were calling you the N-word and being awful and throwing rocks at you and dirt and things like that, was when you came and tracked them down again and then tried making video of them and were saying, inflammatory language to them. Then they reacted. That's just how they did it.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, that was just one side of the comments that some people were saying.
Well, I'm on the other side.
Yeah, I'd say 90% of the comments were
who took
on
this
that
video
side.
Fired up and fed up. He says this group of unruly teenagers just the tip of the iceberg to what he says is a growing problem in downtown West Palm Beach.
In the video, you can hear the teenagers threatening a man. Some of them are throwing rocks, and he says one even landed a punch.
News Channel 5's Andrew Lothholm live near where it happened between City Place and Clematis to explain. Andrew?
That man says that these kids have been coming down here for the last 5 or 6 weeks. He says that they ignore all the traffic laws and they're threatening people, committing violence against people, he says. And he says that it's been going on for far too long.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about it. You're that guy, and you're down there a lot, and you keep seeing it, and keep seeing it, and keep seeing it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be the same way. I'd be like, I am fucking fed up. And then you see him kick a mirror off of a minivan. You're like, okay.
Just a random minivan?
Yeah, it was stopped, and they kicked the mirror off
Yeah,
of it.
they swarmed around it and
swarmed
started
it
kicking at it.
There
Yeah.
were people in
reason.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A woman and her daughter.
What the hell? Seriously, I would have done the same thing. I'd have body checked that kid right into the bush, and then I would have actually pulled out my pepper spray and a knife, and I would have started going to town.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, come at me, bro.
Come at me, bro.
That guy didn't spray any of those kids. I would have.
If somebody had a knife and then they said, come at me, bro, I would start laughing, I think. Come at me, bro.
Yeah, you laugh until I get you and gut you.
Yeah. And somebody was commenting on there, too, with the stand your ground law, that if you would pull out a gun and you would say, I feel threatened, and if they took a step towards you in that direction, got close, you could shoot them.
Which they were.
Yeah.
They were taking many steps towards him and throwing punches and rocks and.
Well, they would kind of like, he was kind of saying, and he had whatever it was, he had the camera. I think he had his pepper spray out. Yeah, it was like some kids would run that were directly in front of him on their bikes, but then others would come at him from a different
From
direction.
behind, yeah.
And
It's
that's
the pack mentality.
That's all it takes, and then you're in that he said, she said kind of like a situation where it's like, yeah, you put a bullet in a kid and the kid's down. And
I don't know if I'd be ballsy enough to put a bullet in anybody, but I definitely would have sprayed all of those little fuckers with pepper spray.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of them.
Yeah, well, some people carry a gun and not pepper spray, and so that's their only option.
I go the different way. I got pepper spray
Yeah.
and not a gun, and I'm not afraid to spray.
Mm-hmm. So just something to keep your eye out on. There was also an update
sorry.
What's the matter?
Fucking see Kevin. These fucking balloons.
It just finally at this point
all
of the day,
I was wondering why I have vertigo now because these fucking balloons.
it just all of a sudden happened.
Yeah, it got to me. Sorry. I appreciate the gesture, Virginia. I love the balloons. They were great.
Happy birthday.
I mean,
You just imploded.
they have actually been up. Yeah, the fact that it
They've
happened
been up
right
since
now.
yesterday at 5 a.m.
Yeah. You've gone through like 12 hours of broadcast time.
I think I finally reached my breaking point.
And we saw a man snap.
Yeah. And there they go.
Oh, that's so much better. So
Oh,
clear.
you could have taken him down days ago, yesterday.
I was
Oh, look at that. Clear path. now.
such a clear path. I feel so much better.
Yeah, the body that they pulled out of that Orange County pond, we talked about that yesterday. I don't know if you heard the update on
It's a
it.
female.
Female, late teens, early 20s, somewhere around there. They haven't identified the body yet, but no markings from a gator on her at all.
So she's just in there dead, and then we still have somebody else that was attacked by a gator?
Well, and this is what is odd. There's a guy whose house is adjacent to the pond that reported seeing a young, shirtless boy flailing around in the water.
They need to go
And-
talk to that guy and figure out what the heck's going on.
Yeah, I wonder too. The
It
guy,
seems shady.
well, and he apparently even had a pair of binoculars.
Okay, well then.
So how is it that they pull out a woman's body, and you think you see a young shirtless boy,
And then
and you
there's
have binoculars?
how did this chick die?
Is it possible that he thought it was a boy, but it really was a girl?
That's, I mean, your initial thought, but that would be one question I would have is like,
Because that could happen. That
Well, if you would have seen me naked as a teen, you would have thought I was a shirtless boy.
Yeah.
that could easily happen. But
I had zero boobs.
do they think it's foul play?
not yet. I mean, they don't really have any kind of information. It's just what it initially looked like, because the guy was saying on top of it that he heard the person saying, "It bit me," several times. It bit me. It bit me. It bit me. And
so
then
then
they
there would
disappeared.
be bite marks on whoever they pull out of the water. Is there a different body in there that got bit?
That's why there's more questions than there is answers right now. That you're
this
like,
guy seems
yeah.
sketch.
As I was reading this, I'm like, there's just a couple of things that don't, maybe it's nothing, but there are things where you're like, going, or is there something?
It is possible someone could say it bit me, even though they might not have been bit. They might have nipped at them, and that they could have said it bit me, even though it was just a nip.
So what killed her?
Drowning. I think
You assume that. Assume, but you don't know. Unless, I mean, it could have been a different form of death, and then the body winds up in the pond.
That's what I'm thinking. The
Ask
guy
the-
with the binoculars killed her and then put her in the pond and said, I saw somebody in there yelling it bit me. And then,
Yeah. I'd say ask Don Conley if he were still with us. He knows that move.
damn.
interesting.
Yeah, that was the story of his deal that
They tried to put the body in the
Yeah.
pond.
That's always my fear: going fishing in canals, finding a body in a canal. 'Cause It just seems like that's where people put bodies.
Yeah.
That in the woods.
Train tracks.
Train tracks is another one.
Ray Brower.
Oh my gosh, Stand By Me. You know his name. I love it.
Yeah.
Look at this shit. It's a good movie. I just watched Stand By Me the other day. It still holds up.
Does it?
Yes, it
I
does.
gotta like it again, yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. There's just a lot of questions from the guy who was the eyewitness who they said was very credible to what they pulled out of the pond, a body that has no bite marks on it at all. And I think you notice a gator bite mark.
He's gone from, I think, very credible to very suspicious.
Yeah, they had seen a 15-foot alligator. They say there's known to be alligators in that pond, including that 15-footer. But I thought it was kind of interesting looking at the stats of alligator attacks. It's very rare, actually. They say since 1948, the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission says there have been only about 400 unprovoked gator attacks. That's since 1948. From 2007 to 2017, 10 years, there was only 3 deadly gator attacks in Florida. In all of last year, there were 12 attacks total. And they say since they've been keeping records in 1948, just 24 people have died because of an unprovoked alligator attack. So they don't kill often. So that's why they're looking at that saying, well, this doesn't make sense either. So, yeah, realistically, I assume it was an accidental drowning. And they thought maybe it could have been like, I've been in a body of water and like a stick hits you and you're like, oh my gosh, snake bite.
That's what I'm saying, with
Right.
the whole, it bit me. To me, that'd be the funnest part of being a detective is going and then asking the questions to the person of interest.
Trying to piece it together.
Yeah, trying to crack them. I just think that they make it look so cool on all those shows.
I'm going to make you crack, see?
I do.
I don't know. I wouldn't be good at it. I jump to conclusions too quick.
Oh, you'd be a terrible detective.
And then I can't come off of what I think happened.
Yeah.
Like, nope, I know how it went down.
He did it. He's got a penis.
You just wouldn't be able to believe him at all.
Nope.
Yeah, that's probably not going to go well.
Does that seem like a fun job to you, detective? I mean, I know it's a hard job and you bring a lot home with you, but would that be an interesting job that you'd like to do?
Yeah, there are times. In fact, I was recently watching The Usual Suspects, and I was like, oh, that's the last time I was thinking. I just watched that like a week or two ago, and I was like, it'd be kind of fun being there, trying to piece this thing together and figure it all out.
And interrogating the person, looking in their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the fucker did it.
Well, people love it. I mean, look at those kind of like murder shows, murder/cop shows, the Criminal Minds.
Those shows do great.
They do
got, like,
great.
they've got how many
All the
of them?
NCIS.
You look at the ratings a lot of times, and you'll see like 6 of the top 10 shows are like crime, those kind of crime murder
48
shows.
hours, all
Yeah.
those shows. That's what they do.
Well, even the ones that are based on reality that have actors in them, those do great. But the real stuff, like you're talking, 48 Hours is a fantastic show.
It really is. They do a great job.
The ones I don't like are the cold case files because you don't get resolution. They're still missing.
Dateline, all those.
Yeah, the cold case stuff is becoming real big because of the advancements now that they have in technology and the DNA evidence.
That's how they got the Golden State Killer.
Right, yeah. There's same thing too with the clown killer in Wellington.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
that's right.
DNA. I mean, she was
She was scot-free.
Well, she got the life she wanted. She wanted
Yeah.
that man and wanted the wife out of the way, and she blasted her in the face and lived a life with that guy until just now. It was, 30 years, something like that?
Yeah.
That's horrifying. Think about that.
What do you think the percentages of someone listening to this podcast that murdered somebody and is legitimately freaked out that DNA is going to come back and bite them in the dick?
Oh, we got one in the chat room.
Do you think it's
What's their screen name?
Do you think it's less than 5%?
Murder 69?
Yes, that's it, yes. Murder.
There's got to
yeah.
be somebody listening.
You think one
On
at
the
least?
Lamb is the name of it. On the Lamb.
On the lamb?
Yes.
I think there's at least one.
You're probably right.
Yeah. Somebody in the chat room said that they did find a dead body. That'd be interesting. Yeah, I found a body when I was 7 in a lake while fishing.
Oh my
First
gosh.
Metro.
That will mess with you.
Yeah, did it stay with them?
Did you ever fish again?
We have to
Did
wait
you
for the-
Did you keep fishing that day?
Did you use it as bait? Mm-hmm. No, just kidding.
Virginia?
Sorry.
It's terrible. I'm only laughing because it's.
You want to fish near the body because there's a lot of fish all around there. Yeah. Yeah, somebody said a few years ago they dragged the canal across from my house. They pulled out a ridiculous amount of cars at the
Really?
end closest to the Sawgrass Expressway.
Were
Yeah,
there
one,
people in them?
one had a body of a guy missing from the 70s.
Oh wow.
That's crazy.
And you see, if no one sees the car go in the lake, you are screwed. If you can't get out of the car and no one sees it go in, lights out, baby, and you're done. And then you're nothing but a ripple in a lake. And nobody knows you're down there.
Are you more freaked out if you are in the woods and you find a dead body, or if you are in the woods and you find just a severed dick?
A severed dick?
What freaks you out more? What stays with you more? I think maybe the severed penis.
I don't know. I think the dead body's going to freak me out more because I'm not going to really know what the severed dick is. I feel like a severed dick, it's going to have no blood in it. It's going to kind of look like a mushroom, I think.
So you're
Probably wouldn't age well.
It probably wouldn't look like a dick. I'd probably think it was a shroom. Who knows? I might have already seen one.
Dead dick.
I don't think it's going to look the same like a dick you know.
I just
Do
feel
they
like
get hard or soft?
well, I mean,
It got to get soft, right? No blood.
Yeah, because there's no rigor mortis. Is rigor mortis about blood? No, it's not, right? It's about stiffness in the tissue.
it's probably the same concept as a lizard's tail.
Hey, Denny's, does a dead dick get hard or soft?
Denny's?
Denny's, come
Serious
in here.
question.
I can totally look that up too.
We need you to give it. I know somebody who used to be a mortician. We can ask him.
Oh, good call.
Do people, when they die and they're in the casket,
I think they can.
does the dick get hard from rigor mortis?
It's a great question.
You have to tape the dick down?
Do dead dicks get hard or soft?
All right, I'm going to ask my friend. He's going to be like, what is
What
the
is your
matter
guess?
with
My
you?
guess is soft.
I'm gonna say it's different per penis.
No way.
Dead
Yeah, I do. I think it's
the laws of
about
science.
body
It goes
cams.
soft,
Dicks.
suits. Or are you saying your dick is soft now? Okay, both. Okay, you sure? Chubby check? Okay.
Wow, I learned a lot. So that's a science fact. Everyone is soft.
Dead dicks go
when,
soft.
When you die,
Yeah.
you have a soft penis.
I would imagine it'd probably be the ultimate case of shrinkage.
Oh
I mean,
my
it'd probably be like,
gosh.
oh, how
I'm
horrifying.
getting cremated.
I just
so-
text my
no,
friend.
I mean, but they're going to see you first.
No, they're
Oh,
but
it's going to be a really hot mortician. And your dick's going to be, it's going to like a little mushroom head.
I am going to have the smallest dead dick ever. Oh my gosh, you're right. There's no way.
There's no way.
I have a little button.
You have a little button cock.
Baby dead dick.
And they're going to be looking at me like, oh my gosh. How'd that
Okay,
guy
my
make
friend
that?
said he knows. He's
Yeah.
answering. I got bubbles.
He's bubbling. He's bubbling.
It's bubbling.
Suits is trying to say it's goes soft.
Really?
Huh.
What does Suits know about dead dick?
Oh,
He probably looked it up.
Denny said dicks go soft when you die.
That is, I mean, I know it's a little out there, but it's interesting to know.
It is.
Now
Well,
that we
especially now, like I never thought about that. Like I was more worried about shitting my pants when I died. Now I'm worried about my limp cock, looking all pathetic.
Oh, with my luck, I'll get both.
No.
Oh, look how small his dick is. And he shit himself.
Yes.
I mean,
guy's
just
so
going out
gross.
shameful.
That's the worst.
shameful.
I'm gonna be the grossest dead person.
What ad do dead dicks go hard or
So
soft?
if it's attached to the body, it's going to go hard. You're going to get rigor mortis.
Oh,
If
okay.
it's severed, it will have nothing to pump blood into it, so it will get.
So rigor mortis
flim-
is about blood.
Believe so, yeah.
I don't think so.
Rigor
Are you
mortis.
sure?
It's-
Is
I
it?
believe it's about blood leaving and the muscles tensing.
So what? You will have a hard dick if you're dead?
If you get an erection.
But
when you,
if it's severed though, the blood would still leave and.
yeah, but I don't think the
tissues would get
muscles.
hard.
I don't think the lactate or whatever that stuff is that goes into your muscles will tighten it. If the blood flows out and it's severed, there's nothing to keep it.
Okay, my friend said, it depends. I have actually embalmed men who died during intercourse. As the embalming fluid was being pumped into their veins, they have gotten hard. In one case, I had to use duct tape to tape down the dick.
Stop it. Really?
That's what he said.
Duct tape.
He's legit. But natural death
So does
or
that guy
sudden
go into-
impact death, they're usually soft, and then they stay soft.
Wow.
Learning a lot.
So
Should I
that-
ask him about severed dick?
What the-
or is that too weird?
No, go. We need
might as
answers.
well.
Yeah, let's bring it full circle.
Well, it's Saber's question. I mean, we kind of leave
How
that.
did we get to this?
You?
All right.
Oh, you brought us down this path of dickness.
Yeah, you're talking about if you walk in the woods, you find a severed dick.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. I think that's still a valid.
You almost
question.
you almost said that with an accusational tone, like you're going to try to put that on someone else.
No.
The way you ended there was like, oh wait a minute, who the fuck brought this up?
Yeah, you're right. I'm like,
Who can I be mad at?
Oh, it's me. What a dick.
A severed one.
My friend wants to know, how did this question come up?
Oh, I mean the puns.
Jaybird.
Yeah. It's a hard topic to approach.
Yeah. And hey, did that guy that he duct taped his dick down, did he keep it? Like, did he go into his casket like that, or did he eventually take that off? Like, is he in the ground with duct tape to his dick?
And
Great question.
And does the boner go down eventually, or is it?
Because
Perm.
imagine if like they ever exhumed the body for whatever reason, and like going, that's weird. Why is Dad's dick taped down?
Yeah, he was. Oh, Dad was in a dick taping. Oh, what kind of weird shit?
He was a
fetish
dick taper?
Yeah, Dad was a dick taper.
If he got off on having his dick taped.
Not gonna lie, if I found out my dad was taping his dick, I'd be like, Dad, really? What's going on? Why?
But then, don't lie. Do you go home and think about taping your dick? Just to
think
see
it-
what Dad enjoyed?
I think about my dad taping his dick. I just think about the process. I don't know. I think some secrets need to go with the grave.
He says, I've never had a severed dick, but It would be impossible because there's no fluid source to make it hard. It's going to be soft.
I think it'd be like an umbilical cord. It would kind of just shrivel up.
Wow, man. Okay.
All right.
I think we did learn something here.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Yeah. Okay. Crazy. All right. Well, I feel like we've learned.
We have, definitely.
Garrick said, hey, this email may be more suitable to the ATSP due to its length. I've been a fan and listener since 2005, and I tune in every day. You've become a big part of my life, and I wanted to reach out and thank all of you for helping me out. You guys entertain and live life to the fullest, and it's definitely contagious. I've been working a job for the past few years that I somewhat enjoy, but it's more of a way to pay the bills. Not something I have a great passion for. Just listening to you guys and hearing how much you guys make the best out of each and every single day made me realize that life is too short to waste it on spending it doing what I enjoy. So I've decided to take the steps of opening my own company and putting my time and energy into something I legitimately enjoy.
Wow, good for you.
It's very cool. You guys give me the extra motivation to go out there and make my dreams come true. May sound small, but it's the extra push I need to get this going. So keep on doing what you do. It's greatly appreciated. We love you guys. Kevin from a fellow Ohioan, OHIO. Lucius V, you really are one bad bitch.
Carpe diem, my friend.
Yeah, and when you get your business up and running, let us know about it so we can give you a little shout out and help you. I love to hear that people take a risk to be in a career that they're going to be joyful in. It makes me so sad if I think about, oh man, somebody goes to work every day and they hate their job and they hate the people they work with and they go through the grind every day because it's what they think they just have to do, and it's just it's sad.
And when you're starting something new, especially with your own, there's going to be some struggles. But just know, during all that struggling time, that is when you are getting your stripes. You're you're marinating in it, baby. You're fucking doing it.
And we'll come help you or do whatever we can, because I just think that is the most awesome risk you can ever take.
There you go. Well, thank you very much, Garrett. And everybody else, enjoy your weekend. Hope to see you out at Cocktails and Karaoke tonight, 7 o'clock. Going to be Boca Raton, Town Center Mall. Got tickets for the best 2 performances to Justin Timberlake next weekend in South Florida. Then on Sunday, you got Virginia. She's going to be at Rapids Water Park for the mother-daughter lookalike contest from noon to 2. So lots of good stuff going on this weekend. Jaybird's Block Party tomorrow night.
That's right. They're calling it Drama Fest.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Any updates? Will Ann make an appearance because there is going to be pizza?
I don't know if she's going. I don't know if the divorced friends are going, and the ex-girl that I date is not going.
Aww.
She's not supposed. Oh, but
she's been uninvited.
She may show up anyway, but I am hoping she does.
Well, hopefully, she's drunk with an axe to grind.
Yeah, that'd be
for a fun night.
Physically, the actual axe.
Yeah, that'd be fucking awesome.
All right, you guys have an amazing weekend. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.